I'm in Ezra this morning in the Bible, and I was reading about how they were trying to build a temple for God, for our people, for us, and a couple of enemies from one of the 12 tribes, come over and was gonna try to help us build it, and we're like, nah, we don't worship the same gods. We'll build it, and. Well, 15 years from that day forward, these guys, those enemies, they hired people to come against these people that were building our temple and stuff, and they cursed them, they threw stuff at them. It was basically, they were building a temple. They were fighting and working. It reminds me of some of us go to work, today or this week. Because we're the new living temple. We're building our temples daily. So sometimes we get to work, we have to, grab our hammers and, get to work. But at the same time, we might have a fussy bear that day or a fussy butt, get in our lane or try to offend us or the heat might get to us or something, and we have to put a shield up. We got a hammer in one hand and a shield in another. And it's like we're fighting and working, you know what I mean? And I drew strength from that this morning, reading that from Ezra, and how they basically had a shield in one hand and they were chiseling in the other hand. They were fighting the enemy on one side and working and going forward on the other side, you know what I mean? And I drew strength from that today and this week. If, I run across a situation, I have to pick my shield. I always got my shield in my hand ready to kind of, it's always there, but just reminds me that I'm not alone if I go through that some days, or maybe some weeks through work or something. If I'm out there, if I have to, because I've caught myself, I'm like, man, can I just get like a break at work? I have to deal with unbelievers and just this whole fleshly attitudes, and just, man, it's so hard to keep my mouth shut because I'm such this newborn Christian, you know what I mean? So I'm wanting to, like, hey man, that ain't how it's done. But at the same time, God's shown me how to, like, not judge others and just, everyone's on their own timing, and just really love them instead of telling them how it is, and just kind of just love them into how it is, you know what I mean? So I drew strength from the book of Ezra this morning. From occasionally we might have to pick our shields up while we have our hammer in our hand, and sometimes it's against our own flesh, them old ideas might pop in our head, and we're just like, man, but strap that armor on in the mornings, that way you'll have a heavenly mind today, So just remember, if you're working and you get home, you get frustrated, you're like, man, can I catch a break at work, Dad? God, can you help me out? Or like, sometimes we have to go through them things. Sometimes there's people at our jobs that are just, we don't understand. I think it's more we're there for them instead of why ain't they changing, or what, I'm not learning nothing from this, or just sometimes it's just them watching us, man, each day and every day, and sometimes it's just gonna, confectious rub off on them, Instead of changing these guys, I just need to wake up and be a representative. And sometimes I need to hold my shield up and get to work and do both at once, and because I'll be honest, there's been times I come home and told my wife, I'm like, I'm done with this place. There ain't a single believer up there that's getting down with Jesus like I'm getting down. I'm coming home and it's ruining my peace, and just, I finally got up under that and got my peace back, and just really staying in my own lane. As far as I remember what Jesus, one of the disciples was angry because this one guy wasn't doing something, and Jesus is like, hey man, don't worry about what he's doing. I'm asking you to follow me. So when others drop the ball around you, or if you feel like it's just not going your way, just remember, you follow Jesus, and you're going to get revelation, and you're going to get peace. That situation in the room might not pop off like you're going to get it, but as long as you follow Jesus, you're going to get them things, man. So y'all stay pushing today, man. It's Monday. I hope y'all went to church yesterday and got recharged for the week, and get out here and help us fight for the kingdom, and help us bring people to Christ, and help us share our gifts with others today, and be a light, be a salt down here, and help make disciples. That's what we're supposed to be doing. So get out here, get to your jobs, be happy. Sometimes if you don't know what to do, just be a decent human being, man. Be what God made you. A person full of love, forgiveness. I love you guys, man. Y'all stay up, stay pushing. God bless y'all. Peace.